Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called The Last Question by Signe, and here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region contains the digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. We have entropic dominoes, where all digits in a single cage must be from the same entropic set. That is either low, medium, or high. And low is 1, 2, or 3. Medium is 4, 5, and 6. 7, and high is 7, 8, 9. So all digits in a single cage must be the same entropic set. So you could have something like, say, 6 here and 5 here. And that would be valid because they are both medium here in this entropic domino. We also have German whispers, where adjacent digits along a green line must differ by at least 5. And I'll be calling them whisper 5 lines because the setter came up with that name, and I thought it made a lot of sense because it's very easily extendable. So, for example, if this were, say, a 3, then this would have to be 8 or 9, because those are the only digits which are 5 or more away from 3. And that's an example of how Whisper 5 / German whisper lines work. And finally, we have a V-sum, where digits separated by a V sum to 5. So for example, if this were, say, a 2, this would have to be a 3, because these two digits must add up to 5 because there's a V between them. And those are all the rules. The entropic dominoes constraint is from an MD 88 keys puzzles of the same name. And there's a link to that in this puzzle here if you want to try that out. And again, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. First thing I see is row 2 has 7 cells which are on a whisper 5 line, and 5 can never be on a whisper 5 line. So where's the 5 in? Because if you subtract 5 or more from 5, you get 0 or less, which is not a normal Sudoku digit. If you add 5 or more to 5, you get 10, which is or more, which is not a digit. So where's 5 in row 2? It has to be here. Same with row 8, except that this time this is not. So these both have to be low. Because to add up to 5, it's either 1, 4 or 2, 3. Oh, it could be low and green, right? Because technically it could be green. But because of that, 5 can't be there. 5 can't be on the rest of the Whisper 5 line, so 5 has to be one of these two digits also. Okay. 5 in the central box cannot be on the Whisper 5 line, so it's either here or here. Okay, so... Okay, so anything that has 2 unique digits on it... Sorry, any digit that's on a Whisper 5 line that is next to 2 unique digits must be either 1, 2, 3 or 7, 8, 9, right? 4 and 6 can only be next to 1 unique digit on a Whisper 5 line. 4 can only be next to 9, and 6 can only be next to 1. So these digits must be high or low, guaranteed. Same with this. This is high or low. This is high or low. Same with these. These are high or low. So this must be high or low here. These are all high or low. Okay, and this must be high or low. Okay. These are the same set. Maybe we should do it that way. Let's remove the high-lows for now. We're just gonna start with basically just sets, right? So these must be the same set, right? Because they have to be... And, well, we don't know. So we're gonna make this set orange. That means this must be... It cannot be orange and orange, right? Because if it's 4 and 6, then these have to be yellow. So the only way this is not 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, the only way that this is not a low or high is if it's medium, right? Which would force that to be 4 or 6. We have the same thing here, right? These, I don't really want to make it green. Let's make them medium. So those are the same. These must be the same set. And they have to be the same low or high set. Okay, so on a Whisper 5 line, you'll always alternate between low and high digits. I've explained it many, many times. So you can take a look at like one of my Learn How to Sudoku puzzles to figure out why, but it's pretty simple. So you'll always alternate between low and high digits. Let's make this not medium. So this has to be, whatever it is, this must be opposite, must be the exact same as that set, right? So we have medium, we have, I guess we should make that, we're medium, dark, I guess we can make it pink or something, and no, let's make it dark. Medium, dark, and medium, right? So these two are definitely the same 1 through 4 in 6 through 9 division. So either... Okay, so this is where it's going to be problematic. If these are both 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, the problem with that is that these have to be the same set, and we'd have 4 of those of the same set, right? So say the mediums are essentially the 1 through 4. If we have 1, 2, and 3 here, and this is 1, 2, and 3, that means this set must be 1, 2, and 3, and this set must be also 1, 2, or 3, which means there's 4 of them trying to contain 3 digits, which is not allowed. So therefore, one of these must be medium. That means this is guaranteed to be 1 or 9, and one of these has to be 4 or 6 with it. So either this is going to be both mediums, or this must be both mediums. Which means in this set, this has to be 1 and 9, period, right? And because you're going to have this being 4 or 6, or this being 4 or 6. That means the other 4 or 6 must be here, because 5 can never be on the Whisper 5 line. So that means if this is 4 and then that's 6, then this would be 1 and that would be 9. If this is 4 and that's 6, this would have to be 1 and that would be 9. And it's vice versa, right? If this is 6, then this is 4. But one of these has to be 4 and 6. That's 1 or 4, 6. That's 1 or 4, 6. So this must be blue or red. And this must be blue or red. Because one of these is going to be a set. And these have to be opposites, I believe. So say you have 4 and 6 there. 4 and 9 and low, low, high. So these have to be opposite sets. Guaranteed. So I guess this would be pink. And we'll make this orange, right? Because if they're the same set, it's problematic. right? Then this would be 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, or 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. But the problem is, so one of these is 4, 6. So 4 and 6 in this box must be one of these sets. We don't know which. Either way, these cannot be, well, they could be both mediums if there's a 5 there, which is quite possible. Okay. So this has to be non pink. So again, these must be opposite sets. If we try to have them as the same set, so it's 1 and 2 or whatever, could be next to 6, 4, 9. 2 would be next to 7, and then this would have to be 8 to be the same entropic set, and 8 cannot be next to 9 on a Whisper 5 line. So these have to be opposite sets here, period. We don't know anything about yellow. So this is next to a 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, so it must be the opposite one. So it's not pink, which makes this orange. This is pink. So these are both pink. This is orange. That makes this pink. This is orange. That makes that pink, and we don't know what that is. It could be medium. It could be another orange. So this is medium or orange. And this is pink or orange. It cannot be two pinks here. Wait, pink or medium. It cannot be pink. It cannot be two oranges here. It cannot be two pinks here. Therefore, this has to be green and green. So this is green and green. This is not green and green. So this is green and green here. That makes this 4, 6. And this is 4, 6 also. Which makes this 1, 9 here. This is 1, 9 here. Where is the, so the 4 and 6 that's here has to be, cannot be here. It has to be somewhere in row 2. But if it's somewhere in row 2, it has to be next to the pink 1, 9 on the Whisper 5 line, because they're all on a Whisper 5 line here. So this cannot be the green 4, the 4, 6 that's here. Because if it were, again, one of these would have to be 1 or 9 to be the pink 1, 9 specifically to be next to it. And it can't be. So this must be 4 and 6. Must be next to the pink 1, 9. We don't know if this is pink or orange 1, 9. Or sorry, pink or, yeah. This doesn't have that restriction, right? 4 could be here. Oh, wait. Yeah, this one also cannot be along this line because it's next to the orange 1, 9. So this must be 4 then, because there's no other place for it in row 8 except here. So this is green. This is not green. This is therefore 4 and 1. That makes this a 4, which makes the oranges high. So this is high. The pinks are low. So this must be 1 and 6. That's 6 and 1 there then. This can't be 6 and 1. So this is high. 1 eliminates 1 from being here. And this can't be 4. Where is the 1 in the central box then? It has to be here. So this is 1, which is next to a 4, so next to a 6. So one of these is 6, which means this cannot be 6. 1 cannot be next to 4 on a Whisper 5 line. That forces this then to be 4 and 9 to be on the same Whisper 5 line, because 4 has to be one of these to be next to the 6 of the same entropy. So this is low. This must be high because it cannot be 6. So it's 7 or 8. This must be the other 7 or 8, which is high. And this is not 9, it's 2 or 3. This can't be 1, so it's 2 or 3. Next to 7 or 8 here. This is 7, 8, or 9. We have 7, 8, or 9 here. This cannot be 5 because of 5 in the box being here, so this is 4. This cannot be 5 because of 5 in the box, so this is 6. This has to be 9. We have 7 or 8 here. This is 1, 2, or 3 here. This is 2 or 3 here. And this is 2, 3, or 5. 2, 3, or 5. This cannot be 4 or 6 on this Whisper 5 line, so it has to be either 2 lows or 2 highs. This could be 4, though. And 4 cannot be here. Where's 4 in column 5, then? Can't be here because of 4 in the box. Can't be here because of 4 in the row. It must be in this box. And these must be then 2 mediums, which 5 cannot be on the Whisper 5 line, so this is 4, that's 5, which forces this to be 9, and is high. That makes this low, which makes this high, which makes this low. So we have, this is 2 and 3, this is 2 and 3, this is 7 or 8, so this must be 5, 7, or 8 here. That leaves, we have a 2, 3, 2, 3 pair in column 3, which eliminates 2 and 3 in the rest of the column. So this is 1, no 1 here. Remaining digits of row 2 are not low, they are medium or high. And that leaves the remaining digits in this box 3 as 2 and 3 as a pair. These have to be either 2 highs or 2 lows. We're not sure which. That means these would have to be 2 highs or 2 lows. This digit is next to both 2 and 3 on the Whisper 5 line, so it cannot be 7 because 7 can't be next to 3, so this is 8, which forces this to be a 5-7 pair, which eliminates 5 and 7 in the rest of the box, so this can't be 7 here, it's 8 or 9. Okay. Where is 6 in row 8? Cannot be here because of 6 in the box. Can't be here because of 6 in the column. Can't be any of these because they're next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line. So it has to be here. So this is 6. That's 1. So this is medium. We have low. This must be high, then low, then high. So both of these are high. So we have 7, 8, 9 as possibilities here. This can't be 9. So this is 7, 8 as a pair, which eliminates 7, 8 in the rest of column 5. That makes this a 9. This has to be 7, 8 as a pair. And since this digit is next to both 7 and 8, cannot be 1. It must be 2. And the rest of column 5 are 2 lows. And they cannot be 2 here, so this must be 3, which makes this 2. Which makes this 3 and makes that 2. Okay. The rest of... So we need a 6 somewhere in box 8. It can only be here. So that's 6 here, which means this is green. This has to be green and red as a combination. So one of these is 5, which means this can't be 5. Can't be 2. It must be blue and 3. That makes this a red, because we have 5 guaranteed in one of these digits here. This can't be 8 or 9, so the only other red here is a 7, which means this is a 5-8 pair here, which eliminates 5 and 8 in the rest of the box. This can't be 8, it's 7, this can't be 7, it's 8, which forces this to be 7. Only 2 can be next to a 7 on a Whisper 5 line, so that's 2 and 3, which makes this 2 and 3. 3 eliminates 3 here, so that's 2. This can't be 2 or 3, it's 5 and is middle. So remaining digits in column 4 are high and low, and this being high has to be 8. This being low is 3. We have 7, 8 as a pair in column 7, which eliminates 7 and 8 in the rest of the column. So this can't be 8, it's 9. This can't be 9, it's 8. Okay, and then the rest we probably have to do from just normal Sudoku. Remaining digits in row 1. We have 5, 7, 9. And this can't be 9 because of 9 in the column. Row 3, we have 1, 4, 6. And this cannot be 1 or 4. So that makes this a 6, which makes this a 1, 4 pair here. Remaining 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 8, which makes this a 3, 5 pair here. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the column, so this is 5, that's 3, and this must be 2 then because of that. 5 eliminates 5 from being here. Remaining digits of column 3 are 5, 7, 8. This can't be 7 or 8 because of 7, 8 in the row, so this is 5, this is 7, and this is 8. That 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 9. This can't be 7 or 9, it's 5. Remaining digits of box 7 are 7 and 8. Okay. Remaining digits of column 2. We have 1, 4, 7, and 9. Okay, so no 7 here, no 1, 9 here, no 4 here. Where is 2, actually, in row 6? Can't be here because of 2's in the boxes. Can't be here because of 2's in the column. So 2 has to be here. And we have 8 2's now. We know where the last 2 has to be. It has to be there. 3's kind of broad. Remaining digits of column 1. We have 1, 4, or 6. This cannot be 1. And this is pretty broad. Okay. Remaining 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 7. Remaining digits of column 7 are 3, 4, and 5, I believe. And this can't be 4 or 5 because of 4 or 5 in the row, so that's 3. This must be 4 or 5, and this can't be 4 because of 4 in the row, so that's 5. That's 4. 5 eliminates 5 here, so that's 8 and 5. This is no longer medium. This is no longer high. 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 7, which makes that 8. Okay. Remaining digits of row 7, we have 3 and 7, which 3 cannot be here because of 3 in the column, so this is 7, this is 3. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 5 and 7. No longer high, no longer medium. That leaves this digit as a 9. We have remaining digits in column 9 as 1, 4, and 8. This cannot be 4 or 8, so that makes that 1. This can't be 1 or 8, it's 4, which makes this 8. Okay. That means in row 6, the only digits left are 7 and 9, and this can't be 7 because of 7 in the column, so this is 9. This is 7, which makes this 4, which makes that 6. This can't be 4 or 6, it's 1, which makes this 4, which makes that 1, and this can't be 1 or 4, it's 9, which leaves this as 6 and this as a 5. And that's how you solve it. Yeah, fairly... You just had to basically think through the central box. And then everything kind of flows from that, right? Yeah. I guess you had these corner boxes also, which were kind of interesting about with the entropic dominoes. Yeah, I mean, definitely fairly easy. Not very easy, but easy. difficulty. I don't think it's quite to the level of challenging. Um, you just have to figure this central portion out, and then the repercussions of what that means for um, these Whisper 5 and entropic dominoes, right? So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.